Moon Platoon, ladies and gentlemen, I cannot be more excited to tell you about the fact that AMC is on the precipice of testing some critical resistance. We just did the charting for you so that this is a data-only video. Where is AMC going? Why has it been going in a bear slump for the last few days? And where is it going to start blasting off? All data, all day, and the only thing you have to do is sit back, look at the FTD data that just dropped earlier this week, look at the options data, which we'll be covering in this video, and look at the fact that Lux Algo is going to give us a better understanding of where the price action of AMC is going to go. Only other thing you could do is the entirely free action of pressing that like so that we can get up to 3,200 likes. If not there, comment out which one you are. Let's look at the options chain first. What I have pulled up is the $145 far right side of the strike of the options chain, leading up to pretty much puts all the way through our current action space from $30 to 42. You're looking at somewhere between around $10 million of puts from July 16th, one day alone. In terms of calls, however, we can look at $40 strike at $2 million worth of calls and $36 strike at $2 million worth of calls. Right now, those are our saving graces. Currently from 36, we can see some delta hedging that will bring us up there and to 40. The same thing we can see from that critical resistance I mentioned. This white line here is the 50-day EMA and brings us right at 39.26. That is going to be the next level of resistance here. And being able to cross it from where we are at 34.06 means that if we can cross 39.26, the next level to beat is going to be that 44.66 level of retracement of the January gamma squeeze. So in that sense, if we can cross the $5 threshold in terms of a bullish continuation, then we will be able to bring ourselves up to 44. And that is within the next week. So a potential 30% upside for the coming gamma squeeze. You want to be able to identify what prices we're going to be able to trigger the next gamma squeeze and how much further we can go. But speaking of the potential coerced buying actions, we can also always take a look at FTD. So that's the yellow bar chart right here. You're going to be able to find this data on Ortex, right? You can also get an Ortex subscription with the link in the description. FTD data just got added for the weeks of June 21st and the 28th. Now, there's a lot of numbers on screen. All you need to know is that the heights of those yellow bars are looking very similar, about 2/3 up the very maximum of the January gamma squeeze. How much firepower they had to commit to naked shorting, as well as leaving this paper trail of failure to delivers, which means essentially, hey, these are bloodstains on the ground. We got homicides to report. And right now we have the nearly same, right? 2/3 up to the same amount of effort that they had to keep the price from going ballistic. And in that case, if that's how much effort it takes for them to drop the price up to a certain point, then we are on the right trail. We're on the right path. And yet, what is going on with Ortex's reported short interest right here? So from that data correction from a week ago, if you guys haven't been looking at the stock for a week, you might think, oh, we're missing about 25 million short interest because we were right around 100 million. In fact, Andrew was ready to say 100 mil milestone crossing over. And yet that data correction dropped us down to 20, dropped us down from 100 to 80. That was a correction, not a covering, right? The exchange data came out and then updated our numbers to around 80. And then there was an actual delta of around 6.5% in the last few days. In that sense, we are down to 14.73% of the free float. Now, keep that in perspective. So much higher than the Volkswagen squeeze, significantly higher than our lowest lows of AMC and GME in the past. In fact, GME is a notable example. We had it drop all the way down to 8%, 9%. That was Ortex and exchange reported numbers before a data correction brought us up to the 15% zone. So GME has survived it. AMC can as well. If you guys are curious about the FTDs on GME, take a look at the fact that January, right here, that's where we essentially had stopped tracking the intense amount of FTD. So that is the current narrative, right? On AMC's side, we have June, the last 2 weeks of June, looking very reminiscent of that January FTD volume. And now for GME, since it did not reach similar heights and is currently trending right around the hundreds, 100 zone, 169, last time we checked it, it is currently not the one that is 5x its position from just a few months ago. Okay, now that we have these two stocks compared out of the way, we want to be able to also talk about putting things in perspective, right? If you guys know, we have been charting the different times that AMC was able to face a series of consolidation and then immediate explosive ballistic upward motion, such as the one in the beginning of June and also the one in the middle of March. But if you guys take a look at the fact that we can also compare them side by side, the app that I'm pulling up here is Moomoo. You can take a look at the verses and then just take a look at the price trends. So not only do you get like real-time data, which is something I really liked, real-time price action, the news on the right side, you also get free level 2 data just by having Moomoo. I think that's a pretty awesome deal. You save about like 10, 20 bucks a month, and you get to also be able to take a look at how much money AMC would have made you in a month, 3 months, and then 6 months. Compare that to the blue line, which is GME, been pretty flat for the past month of June, and Tesla. I just chose some, a stock that had amazing squeeze potential for the last few years. And yet, look at this, from 6 months ago, Tesla would have been down 100%, down, and then maybe you would be up to 0 starting in May. Yeah, if you were at AMC at that point, you would be up 500%, and then sometime in June, you would be up 2,000%. Currently, at the end of the spectrum, you're still up 1,400%. So if you guys are keeping things in perspective, there's still no stock quite like AMC to get you the same amount of tendies, the same ratio of which you and I are protecting. Remember why you hold. I would love to be able to understand if you guys are holding the stock, right? This is not a financial advice channel, so I'm wondering if you are, if you're still bullish, and I'm also wondering about why you held. What is your conviction? What are you hoping to be able to spend these tendies on? Because I am going to go out, once again, I've mentioned this for months, go out and spend it on a nonprofit where we are going to get financial education injected into public school and private school systems much earlier. I've been told by public school, private school attendees alike that nobody seems to know where these personal finance like customs and best practices come out. So if you guys want to start your financial freedom journey with yours truly, that's the best way to go about it. Pressing that subscribe button early and that bell button, because if we don't have that, you won't be able to make the bell-to-bell live streams that we have every single weekday. Some things are going to change about the schedule soon. So if you guys don't want to see that that change mess up your schedule, you guys better be showing up in the morning and saying, "Good morning, Andrew, Professor Meatball." That's actually the part of the video where I say, we're going to pick someone from the comment section. Just say, "Good morning. Can't wait to see you in the bell from 6:30 a.m. We actually go about 15 minutes earlier than 6:30 PST. That's right as the markets open. I want to say thank you for those of you who are going to get your 4 free stocks on Moomoo. That exclusive link is going to be in the description down below. If it isn't, we're collecting emails so that we can get you right there. And make sure that you are also looking at the AMC Lux algorithm. Gave us buy signals and sell signals, makes it a little bit easier. You can still get 20% off. I can guarantee it for at least 1 more week. You can get it 20% off for 1 more week. And as you can see, there is a potential crossover right there. We'll actually cover this a little more extensively in the next video that we're going to come out with later today. So you better be prepared. Once again, thank you guys for the patrons and members who make the show possible by pressing that Patreon link or by going down in the description and pressing that join button. It's right next to the subscribe button and makes you an executive producer of this show. Also gets you access to a 6-figure portfolio of yours truly for now, but not for forever. Peace, and we'll see you in the money.